Hello, I am Rutuja Sawan from PIT University Chennai. Today we will discuss about bolted connections. Introduction. Designed more conservatively than the members because they are more complex to analyze, and discrepancy between analysis and design is large. In case of overloading, failure in the member is preferred to failure in connections. Connections are account for more than half the cost of the structural steel work. The connection the connections design has influence over member design. Similar to the members, connections are also classified as idealized types effected through rivets, bolts, or weld. Types of connections which is based on the type of force in the bolts. First is lap connection, butt connection. It is for single shear and double shear, which is shown in figure. And tension connection and tension plus shear connection, which is shown in the figure, which is for support. And bolts, there are two common types of bolts. First is unfinished, A307. A307 is known by names unfinished, rough and common in use, and ordinary and machine. They are made up of low carbon steel having tensile strength of 60 ksi. Second type of bolt is high strength bolt, A325 and A449, A490. A325 is made up of medium carbon steel whose tensile strength decreases with increase in diameter. High strength bolts can be tightened to large tensions. Tightening procedure. A Research Council on Structural Connection, that is RCSC, prescribes 4 tightening procedure. First one is a turn of nut method. Second is the calibrated French tightening. Third is installation of alternate design poles. Fourth one is the direct tension indirect tightening. There are types of bolt connections, which are as follows. First one is a sleep critical connections. Connections transmit the force by friction produced between the facing surface by clamping action of the bolts. Sleep critical connections are recommended for joints subjected to stress reversal and severe stress fluctuations, impact, vibration, or where sleep is objectionable. Second is the bearing type connections. Bearing type connection is the most widely used of general type of connection in which the load is resisted by bolt body without any friction between facing surface. Load is transferred by shearing and bearing on the bolt. The capacity in shear depends on the whether shear plane intersects the body of bolt or threaded portion. The type of connection failure: shearing failure of bolts, bearing failure of plate, and tearing failure at edge of the plate. We'll discuss in detail about shearing failure of bolts, which is shown in the figure. Shearing failure occurs of the bolts, which is shown in the figure. Bearing failure of plate, which is shown in the figure. The tearing failure at the edge of the plate. First one is the shearing failure edge of the plate, which is shown in figure 1, and transfer tension failure, which is shown in figure 2. The tearing failure at the edge of plane. Test showed a failure by tearing through free edge of material will not occur if LE LE measured parallel to the line of applied force is not less than the diameter of bolt multiplied by ratio of bearing strength to tensile strength of the connected part. The figure shows the LE distance. D distance is the diameter of the bolt and the thickness of the plate. Thank you.